In order for the parking assist to work, we have to provide constant power to the camera. By default, in this car, 2005 Subaru STI, the cigarette lighter goes off when the car goes off. If you know to do car stereo installations, there's two wires to remember. The orange wire, it provides illumination to the radio, so when you dim your lights around the cab, dim and bright, the radio also dims and brights. And then there's a yellow wire that provides constant power to the radio. Technically the radio is always on, that's how it remembers your presets. So that's this wire over here, the yellow. So the Apeman C770 comes with a cigarette lighter for power. So instead of cutting the cigarette lighter, years ago I did this. I tapped into my original cigarette lighter, which is actually this one here, and I added a splitter. So currently this one's I'm using for a radar detector, so I'm going to use this one. However, this turns off with a key. So I'm going to do a splice on the wire, and I'm going to run the jumper from here to the yellow, nice and snug. Here, so we're going to run this back here. Got the white wire. There you go. So there you go. If I turn off the car, the radio detector should stay on. Stayed on. So this looks like it's gonna power up the DVR camera to always stay on. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this radio installation and then we'll move on to the camera installation. The rear camera is not a window mountable camera. The rear camera is similar to a backup camera. You run the camera from the bumper all the way to the front of the car, and it goes all the way through the vent in the trunk there, and then the camera wires run through the car. Alright, I can mount the camera, something like that. That's it. And then this can tap into the reverse light. The reverse lights is the brown one. So I'm going to tap into the brown wire here and connect the red one. Okay, mounting the rear camera. So I'll put my license plate back on. And I clean the plate. You do not want to stick this to a dirty background. Now, word of advice. This is going to cover the words New Jersey, and I know it's illegal to cover the words New Jersey and or Garden State. Now I'm assuming the police scanners know that it can read your plate number. However, Pennsylvania, for example, also must have a WAVE 88M. Therefore, I believe the way it knows what state you're from is it reads either the state on top or the state slogan. In this case, is the Garden State. Install this at your own risk. You should know your laws and how your police are prior to installing the camera. So I'm going to install it right up there. Get all the grease off. There you go. Pretty good. There you go. Rear camera installed. If you have to adjust it, screwdriver fits in there on the screws, and you can move it up and down, or don't make it so tight so you can move it around. And now we're going to wrap the wires from the back of the car all the way to the front. So you can see that there's a little gap over there. I'm going to run the wires through there. And here's the STI. So to remove the seats, there's two bolts on the front of the seats. You remove this and these just slide out. Here's the wires. I'm going to lift the trim up. I can see this one already ran its life. The rest of these pop out. see. There's some additional trim. I need to lift it all the way up. I'm just going to push it out of the way a little bit. Just like that, so I can feed it through. There you go. There's the one on the floor. Broke a while back. Just left it alone. Alright, this one's off. This one, just prop it up a little bit. And that's it. We'll just lift it up a little bit. There we go, that's better. Fish most of it out. There's enough back here. Alright, so we'll leave some so I can route it nicely in here. Nice. So this part is done. There's a trunk. Let's continue the wiring up front. Simply just like this to the front. There it is. Put it through. That's it. Through. Put this one back. So I'm going to route this up the A pillar and over to the middle to where the camera will be mounted. So I might as well take this out now. Take it all the way to there. This one just snaps off out of place. Surprised it hasn't broken yet. Must have removed this about 20 times already. So let's just do this. Take those guys out. Hold it in place so I can put the trim back. So as you can see, there's enough wire to get to the middle to where the cameras are going to be installed. Okay, so next, this was the installation of the rear camera. Okay, mounting the front camera. I'm going to remove the visor to make the installation easier. Alright, and last but not least, I'm going to take that guy out, and that's where these spliers come through. These are very nice, I don't know how you call these, plastic rivets off. They're really low profile, and they pull it out without damaging anything. With the screwdriver, you tend to break the cap off, so I do like that. Alright. See if the plug fits inside, which it does. A little messy now. I'm going to connect it to this guy. That's good. First mounting location is going to be, there's a plug over here. Behind this plug. crack here. Leave it alone for now. I'll go up here. Follow what I did here last time. Behind this clip, so it holds it in place all the way up. Turn. Now the GPS has a really long cable. I'm gonna put the GPS right here in the corner. I need double-sided tape for it. Let's wrap this guy. Wrap around there so I can pull it. All right, so I'm gonna use that bend. Like so. I'm just gonna router the wire, through the hole here. I'm trying to get an idea how much wire I need. I'm gonna bunch it up here a little bit. Just like this. So routes, I'm gonna hide it. Nothing's impeding the snaps. That's it. It's done. Turn it back on. On. Alright, I'm going to jump over to the other side and finish the installation. Okay. Alright, the installation instructions details to put this piece of plastic on. So first I'm going to clean the window very well. Use some alcohol. I'll do it around here somewhere. Normally I will put it behind the mirror, or put it up here. It's actually pretty good there. So I'm probably going to put it up here. Now the thing is, this is not smooth. Because it's not smooth, I can't use the installation template. So I'm not going to use this, and it should be okay. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. I'm guessing so that the sticker has a smooth place to stick on, I'm guessing, but I'm gonna put it up here. So a little bit more alcohol, shouldn't damage it. Remember, this is very sticky. Wherever you put it, try not to make a mistake, because taking it off is very hard. I can already see if I go the razor blade over these dots, it might take them off. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't make a mistake. So I'll put it right overlapping the mirror right here. Oops. This way I have full control of touching it. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a little off to the side. Right here looks pretty good. And the camera sees without the black. That's good. I just realized there's a little mark there on the window. Hopefully it doesn't catch it. Alright, so there you go. So your rear camera. Should be enough clearance. Alright, it's cutting it close. I'm going to take this off again so I can jam the wires down there. Alright, make sure you use a 32 gig class 10 TF card. It's a micro SD card. If you don't have a 32 around and you happen to have a 64 or 128, you can use those. However, you have to format them as a FAT32. Now don't quote me, but I believe if you format it as a FAT32, the card is only usable up to 32 gigs. And it's out of the way, out of sight. Doesn't bother nobody. There. Put this guy back. Alright, so the plug's fine. It's out of the way. See, should have put the plug beforehand because now it's just like it's a little under stress. Unfortunately, I can't move it. It's okay. All right, that's fine. Make this one come around. See, originally I was going to put it down here so we have extra wire. I'll just tuck it in. It's going to go on because nice. Good. It's out of the way. And that completes the installation of the Apeman dash camera C770.